guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. My name is Prince and you are watching the Tech Stream. In this video, I am going to give you a review of AOSP Extended Android 12 Custom ROM and if it is stable enough to be used as a daily driver on OnePlus 8 series and OnePlus 9R phones. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Since the release of Android 12, many Android 12 custom ROMs have started to roll out. As you can see, I have installed one such custom ROM AOSP Extended on my OnePlus 8T. If we go to the about section, you can see that the Android version is 12 and AOSP Extended version 9 unofficial build. Now, I'm not going to show you how to install this custom ROM. For that, I made another video and you can check that out. The link will be in the I button and the description below. The ROM itself is pretty stable and it can be used as a daily driver. All the basic functionality works just fine. Wi-Fi works properly with both the bands. The mobile data services, calling and VoLTE services work just fine. Bluetooth also works without any hiccups. As you can see, I am using my Sony headphones. Banking and payment apps like GPay, Paytm, PhonePe also work flawlessly. Many users have this concern that if they will install a custom ROM, the payment app will not work, but that is not the case. Unless you root your device, you will face no problems with the banking apps. And even on rooted phones, banking apps work well with a workaround. I have been using rooted phones from the last 6-7 years and the banking apps work just fine without any problem. If you want me to make a video on how you can use payment apps on rooted phones, please drop a comment. Moving on, this ROM comes with Pixel Launcher, so it supports all the new Material You theming, themed icons and stuff from Android 12. So all the accent colors and theme colors will be picked using your wallpaper and it is consistent across the device. Let's quickly try changing the wallpaper. As you can see, all the app icons and quick tiles will be themed based on wallpaper. For some reason, if you don't like that color, you have got other color options also. I honestly love this feature as this gives Android a new and refreshing look. Overall, the new notification panel and new widgets UI look very clean. Moving on, the ROM comes pre-installed with very few apps and you don't find any bloatware on this one. The only extra app I feel is the AEX wallpaper app which gives you AOSP extended wallpapers. And as you can see, this ROM comes with AOSP camera which is not that great, and OxygenOS camera is also not available on any Android 12 ROM, so you will need to install a decent Gcam. In the settings app, we also have the new privacy dashboard from Android 12, and again this is one of those features I really like. Android 12 shows a little indicator if some app is using your camera, mic or location. The fingerprint scanner works on this ROM just fine, but it is little slow compared to Android 11 ROM. But for the most part it does the job, and we don't have face lock and app lock features yet on this ROM. Now let's talk about the reason you installed this ROM, the customization. Since these are very initial builds, the customization is also very less. I am quickly going to walk you through each one of the options. The first option under status bar is battery settings, where you can customize battery styles and battery bar. Next we have carrier label to show custom label text on the lock screen. Then we have clock and date settings to change the position and style of the status bar clock. Next we have status bar icons, where you can enable or disable what to show on status bar. Then we have traffic indicator settings, and at last we get some miscellaneous options like logo in the status bar, display or hide VoLTE icon and status bar gestures. Under quick setting panel we have notifications, where you can change up heads up notification settings and vibrate your device on connect, call waiting and disconnect. Under quick settings we have quick pull down and smart pull down, some brightness slider settings and animations for QoS tiles. Under navigation there are some navigation bar settings. Next in the lock screen there are lock screen shortcut options, where you can change the left and right shortcuts. In the lock screen UI there are options to change fingerprint vibrations, toggle lock screen charging info, lock screen gestures, media art and music visualizer. Under system there are battery charging limit settings. Next up we have power menu and volume button options. Under customization you can change the accent color to a specific color if you don't want to theme to be selected based on your wallpaper. And finally we have general tweaks to show charging animation and enable 3-finger screenshot. We also have some device extra settings, where we have options like DC dimming, auto high brightness mode, Dolby Atmos, ambient display, PS overlay, gaming mode and vibrator strength. So the ROM has decent number of options considering how new it is. And lastly we also have a working one-handed mode from Android 12 which looks really dope. So these were all the features and things that you get with this ROM. I must say it is a very stable ROM and it can be definitely used as a daily driver. I really enjoyed my time using this ROM, but still we should not forget that it is in development phase and this is just a beta version, so expect some bugs here and there. The battery backup on this ROM also looks fine, as I have not seen any considerate battery drain. Though I have not tried to play any games on this one. Comment down if you want me to do a gaming video on this ROM. I'll be trying many other Android 12 custom ROMs in the future. Subscribe to the channel to not miss those videos. That's all for this video. Hopefully you liked the video. Smash the like button if you did. Thank you for watching.